Master Kelborn. Your sponsor's been rather insistent that his investment is prepared to win the Great Hunt. I've arranged for you to meet two of my peers, specialists in their fields. They should give you a taste of how real hunters customize their kit to suit their individual battle styles.
I'd rather be ready for anything.
Like you, weapons and armor have limits. Overload your systems, and the stress on your equipment may cause it to give out under pressure. Mastering combat takes practice and focus. Spread yourself too thin, and you excel at nothing. Zakag's expecting you.
You must be the one the Rally Master called about.
Nice blaster. It's a start. So what do you do with your free hand? Fix your hair? Strike a pose? Or is your aim so shaky you need two?
I'm gonna go with option 2.
Gonna take out the competition with glib remarks? An empty hand's wasted potential. Better off holding another weapon. The Great Hunt ain't scoring on neatness. It's kill or be killed. Better be ready to bring all you got when the time comes.
I prefer to make my shots count.
Finesse is for show-offs and snipers. Guess we know which one you are.
Take what he says in moderation. He's a ferocious little son of a gun dark who heard the best defense was a good offense and ran with it. Take pride in your equipment, but don't forget its limits. Or yours.
It's been doing the job so far.
Durasteel's all well and good, but keeping your guts on the inside is a job for Mandalorian iron. Your armor should be a second skin, more comfortable than a warm bed. But thick, heavy plating takes practice and endurance to move in.
There's no room for dabbling.
Exactly. Strapping on a reinforced suit without the chops for it is as good as painting a target on yourself. Time to appreciate solid defensive tactics and pain, which you'll have a lot of without them.
Give us a good show.
You're a stubborn one, I'll give you that. How you feeling? Tired of bleeding yet?
I'm not entering the Great Hunt for the consolation prize.
Nobody does, remember that.
You're a natural with heavy ordnance. Head back to the Rally Master and get yourself loaded up to win the Great Hunt.
Thanks for the lesson.
My pleasure.
I'll be rooting.
Back in one piece, more or less. Most would have turned back or died before getting a pat on the back from Zakag or Gen.
I thought we all got along well enough.
The only thing Zakag and Gen have ever agreed on is your chances of winning the Great Hunt. You'll need to decide what sort of training will best suit your fighting style. Take a minute to look over your options.
Ugh, spaceports all smell the same. Engine exhaust, coolant fluid, and spacers who haven't bathed in a week. Let's get out of this stink. Whatever the rest of Drummondcast is like, the air has gotta be fresher than in here.
I would have figured you'd been to Drummondcast before.
Braden and I moved around a lot when we first got together, but we never made it here. Just a reminder, this is an imperial world, which means rules, rules, and more rules. If we tweak the local authorities, they can make life really hard.
I like tweaking with authority.
How did I know you were gonna say that? Come on, the Mandalorian Enclave is in the Citadel. Our contact is someone named Chris DeMarcon.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rodian run so fast in my... Oh, sorry, sweetie, didn't see you there. What can I do for you?"
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
An all-girls hunter team. Good for you. How long you two been partners?
Feels like Mako's always been there to back me up.
Fantastic. It's rare to see that kind of solidarity in our business, you know? You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you, but there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
Those other hunters can go home. That spot is mine.
It's yours if you can get it. Lots of folks will be thinking the same thing, though. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room, and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives.
The Great Hunt is upon us. Many will hunt, many will die. All will win glory and honor. Today we have too many hunters. All must compete, only one joins the great hunt.
You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Droman Kos.
You expect us to hunt here with Imperials crawling all over us? And Sith?
Let the man talk. I want to hear this.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Droman Kos? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
Do I look like a coward to you?
Now you look like a kid with fire in her eyes. The kind who gets herself killed. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Droman Kos is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Droman Kos. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
What exactly is this melee I keep hearing about?
Ooh, it's a big old scrap. Everybody who gets all 3 of their bounties goes into the rage pit. One comes out. Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Raiden. What'd he do?
What's the job?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
Why was selling him into slavery a mistake?
He should have been ransomed, but Altaka wasn't properly identified when he got captured. Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
Easy jobs bore me.
You've got confidence. I give you that. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
Didn't know they made devices to freeze people.
Carbonite ain't so much freezing as it is... Well, I ain't got a clue, really. Just have fun. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nemro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
I didn't think there was anyone on Hutta who wouldn't sell their own mother for a quick credit.
You think that'd be bigger news? Beings with sense of humor located on Hutta. End of universe imminent. You know, Braden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I've no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
Maybe they were thinking about your future.
That's hard to imagine. The parents who abandoned me thinking about my future, Braden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
Least you can do for the old man is honor his wishes. See what you can find out.
You're right. I owe this to Braden. I'll check into it. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it.
My dear Altaka, when I got your message, I could scarcely believe it. We have found each other after all these years.
Oh, looks like a love letter. From an Imperial noble, no less. Juicy.
Why would a noble be writing love letters to a slave?
That's what I want to know.
It must have been the Force that brought you here to Drummond Curse, dear Altaka. As for your predicament, fear not. I have friends in high places, and for the right price, they have agreed to help me. When the slaves attempt their pitiful revolution, a man will come to you dressed in rags. He will bring you to me. I shall say you are my missing brother. We will be Lord and Lady Dakar. I'm afraid I cannot get you off-world and back to your beloved family, but I promise to make your every moment here a joy. Our lifestyle will be the envy of all, and we'll attend parties at the Nexus Room every night. Be ready to join me, my love.
Wait, so the lady is his lover, but now he's posing as her brother? That's disgusting. Sounds like the Nexus Room is where we'll find these weirdos.
Let's talk more action.
Let's go meet this Lord and Lady Daka. Lead on, boss.
There, sir. Just as I said.
That looks like her, all right. Bounty Hunter. I am Sergeant Warlax of the Imperial Navy. You are commanded to hand over all your weapons and gear immediately.
How about I just hand over the ammo instead?
Don't get cute, off-world scum. Remember, you're an outsider here. I can shoot you just as easily as bring you in.
Sergeant, Taro Blood here. Have you completed my little errand yet?
Blood, you steaming pile of filth!
Blast it! I told you not to call on this channel!
Getting others to do your dirty work? That's just low.
Oh, this is ridiculously tiresome. She's still alive? What is wrong with you, Sergeant?
Sir? Who's that guy?
Blood, I'll talk to you later. Ignore the chatter, men. Let's take this hunter in.
I don't know what's going on here, Sarge, but I know it stinks.
Yeah. Either you cut us in on this deal, or we walk.
You can't spend credits if you're all dead.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Let's get out of here.
I'm with you.
Cowards! The rest of you, attack!
You alright?
Yes, may I help you with something?
Darling, please don't speak to that filthy vagabond. It's clearly not supposed to be here, and we shouldn't let ourselves look like we approve. Come, let us get a drink.
I know who you really are, Lord Daka.
Then you know I am to be, feared, and that you should not keep talking to me.
Stow it, darling. Just feel the smug knowledge radiate from her. We knew this might happen eventually.
Yeah, only so long you can keep dating your brother before something goes wrong.
So you know our little secret. What does an insignificant creature like you want? What would make you dare threaten a noble?
The, Lord here is wanted back at home.
At home? But that means... You told me I was trapped here. That I would have to forget my family, that this charade was the only way.
Inside voice, darling. I may have exaggerated a bit, but hasn't it been nice here? The parties, the late nights, the intrigues and such?
You witch! Keeping me here as your plaything when I could have been home with my sisters and dear mother.
Ah, you could be such a whiny pain. It's a wonder your nobility. Let us make a new deal, bounty hunter.
Make this fast, lady. I've got other things to do.
My darling, my lovely Altaka. Wouldn't you rather stay here with me than run home to your pathetic Republic family?
What? Of course not. You treat me like a pet, and this planet is disgusting. In fact, I'd rather...
Yes, you've made your tiresome viewpoint clear. Then here is what I propose. I assume Altaka's family will pay less for just his body. Kill him, show me the slip, and I'll compensate you the difference.
What? You wanted to kill me?
I don't kill people, unless I have to.
You've made a very big mistake here today. Now take this thing and leave. Your kind does not belong here.
Oh, I thought we were bonding.
Just leave.
Hey there, Hunter. Competition out there's something crazy. Couple of hunters died in the jungles. Big Trandoshan got arrested by the Imperials. And you found yourself an unfindable Republic noble. His family was plenty generous with their live bounty.
I need 3 total bounties to get in the melee, correct?
Afraid the rules will change again? Not yet, anyway. Still 3 to win. Your second bounty's a bit of a mystery. Apparently, whoever's stacking the deck against you gonna keep right on stacking.
Hardly surprising.
What I got here is a classified red flag request from Imperial Command. No details, just flashy warnings and a contact. Admiral Frabal, Imperial Navy.
Why would an Imperial officer need me?
Usually because one clawed arm of the old Imperial beast don't want the other to see what it's scratching on. Here's the slip. Frabal's in the city, not all that far a stroll. Go get him.
This is the office of Admiral Frabal of the Imperial Navy. Do you have business here?
Can't I just be here to talk to you?
Yes, well, are you? Just here to talk to me, I mean? Oh, I see, you're making fun of me.
I can't imagine why he'd think you were making fun of him and his big important desk.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy.
Let me in there. Now.
I really couldn't care less what you...
What's all that racket out there, soldier?
There's a quarrelsome individual here, Admiral. Rather dirty, too.
Quarrelsome? You're as weak as you are stupid. I requested a mercenary from the Mandalorians. Send that person in immediately.
Yes, sir. You may go in now.
I'll bet you get a demerit for that, Lieutenant.
You're terrible.
The Admiral is waiting.
Come in, mercenary. I apologize if my secretary caused you grief. He is of low birth and his intelligence reflects it. I'm afraid many of our Imperial soldiers are hopeless with delicate tasks. This is, of course, why I asked for a professional.
If it's delicate you want, it's delicate you'll get.
I have every faith in the Mandalorian Enclave's ability to get things done discreetly. My daughter has become something of a liability to me. I want you to kill her.
That's something you don't hear every day.
Then I'll assume you're newly arrived to Dromund Kaas. Things work a bit differently here. My daughter was born Force-sensitive and trained to be Sith. A great honor for our family. Unfortunately, my daughter's master is one Lord Grathan, a madman who is now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council.
Why not just get her a new master?
It's outside of my control. The Sith manage their own affairs, the rest of us merely suffer the consequences. If Lord Grathan's compound is raided and my daughter captured or killed, every member of her family will suffer. This is Sith politics. In the best-case scenario, I lose my rank and position. In the worst...
You get squashed like a bug?
An inelegant way to phrase it, but yes. Lord Grathan is a paranoid madman. His compound is built to withstand a siege, but a lone infiltrator will take them by surprise. My daughter is somewhere inside Lord Grathan's compound. Her name is Veretta. You will know her as she resembles me closely.
I'll handle this. Quiet and quick.
Hang on, I've been running some data. Turns out renegade Sith Lord followers rack up death marks like crazy. Lord Grathan's top people all have prices on their heads.
I'd be ashamed to let those bounties go to waste.
And we might need those extra credits to gear you up for the big melee.
Remember, discretion is essential. Do not let yourself be captured. Good luck.
Oh, what have we here? You're not even a Mandalorian, are you? When Lord Grathan's spy said my father contacted the Mandalorian Enclave, I expected they'd at least send me a real live Mandalorian. I'm afraid I'm a tad disappointed.
What does it matter who kills you?
A woman has to have standards. Wait, you don't seriously think you can kill me? I mean, I'm a Sith, and you're just... whatever you are.
Oh, we've got a true believer.
Then again, it makes sense. Why would you come here if you thought you'd die? Apparently my father isn't the only one living in a dream world. You can't kill a Sith, you silly.
Why would your father hire me if you can't be killed?
To save face, naturally. Don't you understand how any of this works? A more powerful Sith could kill me, or a really lucky Jedi, I suppose. Perhaps a bomb, but not some random bounty hunter. You must be so crushed. Live and learn, I guess. Except, not in your case. Sorry.
real careful.
You're gonna get it now.
I lost? I can't lose. I'm Sith.
Someone's been filling your head with garbage.
Can't die like this, falling to some common bounty hunter. Everything Lord Grothan told me was a lie. I've been living in a dream world. It can't end like this. It can't.
It's time you and your father had a chat.
No, that's worse.
Reports of the raid on Lord Grathan's estate are pouring in. I trust you were successful in your endeavor. My daughter, Veretta, is...
If you wish you could have changed my orders, you're in luck.
You froze her. Why? I was so specific in my directions. Why in the galaxy would you do this? Why would you refuse a specific order and not eliminate the target?
I figured it was a family affair.
You're incredibly insightful for a bounty hunter. As soon as you left the premises, I realized my mistake. A mistake that would haunt me the rest of my days.
We weren't about to let that happen, sir.
You've done me a great service, Hunter. She's all I have of her mother.
Great services deserve great rewards.
What? Oh, of course they do. Of course. Here is your writ and your fee. Now, please. I need some time with my daughter.
Second bounty is done. Just one more, and I'm in the melee.
Right you are. And competition is heating up. That little green girl, Iopian Rattle, finished all her bounties. Heard she poisoned an Imperial moth.
Lucky we didn't get that one. Not sure how we'd work it out.
Now, I ain't allowed details on whatever you were scrapping for Admiral Fabal. But I got a clearance note says it was duly scrapped. Nice payday, too.
Professionals don't talk about their clients.
I hear you. Less I know, the better. Here we go. Bounty 3. I call it, someone's got a serious hate for my hunter. Top secret, crazy, red flag covered. This one's for a Captain Metal in Imperial Intelligence. No other information.
What exactly is Imperial Intelligence?
Spook arm of the Empire. Secrets, lies, and things that don't need asking about. Watch yourself with those people. Stay careful. Get this one done, and don't get yourself dead in the process.
Been poking around the HoloNet, heard a few things that seem suspicious. A Jedi, 2 Imperial colonels, and a Hutt came down with bad cases of dead within hours of each other. Had to be great hunt targets.
Think they were Blood's targets? He ahead of me now?
Too hard to say. Blood's not the only one we're up against. So, I looked up the manufacturer of my implant. Weird stuff. Exclusively government contractor. Everything on this model is classified.
Tells you something anyway. Must have had connections.
Seems that way. Whoever my parents were, they got their hands on one mother of a top-secret gadget. Don't know what that means yet, but I intend to find out.